Yeah, not really. Struggler here again to give you a quick lowdown on the recent changes made to my Poise rankings. There's not too much to talk about for this video, however, the changes are quite significant. I'm sure that all 20 of you that view this video will have already seen 5 different videos explaining the patch notes to you. That is what we will not be doing today. Instead, we'll be focusing entirely on the changes made to active Poise bonuses for the weapon skills and Ashes of War. I might shed some light on other less mentioned topics, but we're gonna try to remain focused here. Here are the updated rankings for the Ashes of War, and here are the updated rankings for the unique weapon skills. I've outlined the changes made to my tier lists with white and added an exclamation point to make them further stand out. Let's start with the Ashes of War. Palm Blast was stated to have reduced Poise health when charging the attack. This is entirely false, granting the same 700 Poise as last patch.
They really didn't do shit. What is the nerf here? You cannot tank 2, or what is the nerf?
On the same note, they've failed to realize they've programmed a super armor event onto the charge animation of Palm Blast, making it virtually impossible to Poise break. No matter how low they make the number on that Poise event, it will not matter at all. Literally nothing can Poise break you when charging Palm Blast. However, like all other super armored attacks, you can be interrupted by burst-type status effects such as Bleed, Frost, Sleep, Madness, and of course, Deathblight. Also grabs, but you likely already know that. Moving on. Aspect of the Crucible. Wings. FromSoft, if you're watching, this is one of the most accurate attempts at a balance change you have ever done. Bravo. You have genuinely impressed me. They've identified the problems with the Ash, which were its dog-ass tracking and its relatively low amount of Poise. They then proceeded to do their best to mitigate or nullify the problems entirely. For starters, its Poise bonus was buffed from 120 Poise all the way to 500 Poise. This bonus will allow you to withstand attacks that deal up to 1000 Poise damage, without the Bullgoat Talisman. With the Bullgoat Talisman, this number jumps up to 1,333. Pretty good. However, the star of the show, in my opinion, would be the changes made to its tracking properties. Before, it was quite difficult to land due to its highly inaccurate tracking. However, the changes made to the tracking of this Ash allows you to aim it wherever the fuck you want. It's pretty slow still, but now it's actually worth your time, I would say. Give it a shot and let me know your thoughts. Alright, that concludes our Ashes section. Let's move on to the unique weapon skills. Rominas Purification went from having 0 Poise events coded into its animation to having 2 different Poise-related events coded into it. One event will grant you a 600 Poise bonus on frame 16. The other is not visible in the frame data software that I'm using. However, when testing, it seems that you also get super armor during this weapon skill, making you entirely immune to Poise breaks. A very welcome change for certain. An attack with 56 frames of startup needs some kind of armor to compensate outside of high amounts of root motion for its slow attack activation. They honestly should have put this one in the bug fixes section. Lastly, Red Bear Hunt. This skill had 0 Poise bonuses in the previous patch. In true Miyazaki fashion, they hit the fent hard when drafting up this change. FromSoft went and added a Poise event that grants a 400 Poise bonus. This bonus activates on frame 13 and lasts until frame 36. With the IPDR of 50%, this weapon skill will allow you to withstand up to 800 Poise damage, allowing you to not only outtrade colossal weapons, but steal priority from them in the process. Yes, because allowing one of the fastest and most oppressive weapon types the ability to out-hyper-armor the pinnacle of hyper-armor weapons is a wonderful idea, because fuck it, pass that fenny pipe this way, brother. Jokes aside, this weapon skill still kinda sucks without any poise bonus, but 400 poise is just 300 poise too much, in my opinion. And that's the end of the video. Like every single Elden Ring patch to date, we take 3 steps forward and 5 steps back. There's a lot of great changes present in this patch, but a lot of questionable ones as well. Not to mention the exclusion of some necessary changes. I think if From decided to buckle down and actually get in contact with people from the community that actively played the game, they'd have a much better grasp of what needs fixing and how to go about fixing it. As of right now, it's obvious the only research they're doing is hopping onto YouTube and watching as much clickbaity Elden Ring videos as they can in hopes of accurately identifying what needs fixing. Bug fixing is one aspect, but balancing is an entirely different subject. And the two are not synonymous in the slightest, as much as From wants to believe. Remember that series of feedback videos posted by Only Waifu around 8 months ago? The changes suggested were superb in every aspect, and were carefully explained, presented, and translated for FromSoft's usage. The most silver of all silver platters. Yet, 90% of the suggested changes were left out and/or forgotten. Hopefully we get another one of those soon, God knows we all need it. That's all I got for now, everyone. Until next time.